Assalamualaikum. My name is Adam bin Jamaluddin and with me are...
Hi, my name is Izzah.
Hi, my name is Nadiah.
And we will be presenting on project completion for landscape professional practice class. First, an overview of project completion. Number 1, CPC. CPC means Certificate of Practical Completion. Number 2, CMGD, Certificate of Making Good Defects. Number 3, Final Claim. Number 4, CCC, which is the Certificate of Completion and Compliance. Number 5, Project Handover. And lastly, number 6, Close Contract. The first part of project completion is CPC. CPC stands for Certificate of Practical Completion. It is issued by the consultant in verifying the completion of work done by the contractor to the client. It is used for contractor to make claims from client. After CPC has been done, an inspection will be done by the consultant and contractor. This is an example of the certificate. Some important clauses related to the CPC are Clause 15.2b.
Moving on to CMGD. CMGD stands for Certificate of Making Good Defect. This is to certify if the contractor has made no defect or the contractor has made good all defect. Basically, defect means shortcoming or lacking. For example, there's defects on walkways or cements identified by the consultants on site. So CMGD will be issued by consultants, and if there is defect occur, consultant needs to give written notice to contractors. Basically, this process is being done during DLP, which stands for Duration of Liability Period, that may take up to 24 months. Because throughout DLP, the liability and responsibility is on contractor themselves. This is the example of Certificate of Making Good Defects, CMGD. So the clause related to CMGD is 15.6 and 15.4. Moving on to final claim. Final claim is the final account made by the consultant for client. They will be issuing of interim certificate to certify completion of work by the contractor. So few stages of installments for contractor from client will be given. Retention sum comes under those few stages. Retention sum is the last sum that comes with often 5% given at the end of the final account. Last but not least, performance bond issued by a bank or another financial situation is being issued for guarantee to contractor. Moving on to CCC. CCC is the Certificate of Completion and Compliance. Firstly, consultant will prepare and present planning and building plans to local authority for approval. Secondly, consultant will supervise construction works on site and ensure that the laws and technical conditions are based on the local authorities. Thirdly, our consultants will ensure Form Gs are duly certified at the various stages of works. And basically, landscape architect comes under G21, which is pandangan darat. Next, consultant needs to certify that the liability and responsibilities are on consultants. And the compilation of CCC will be sent to the local authority OSC. Last but not least, any problems occur after the submission to local authority, the consultant must take the responsibility. This is to avoid incident from Highland Tower, which caused the local authority to take a full responsible, although the problem was due to other parties. So in order to avoid those kind of problems to occur, that is why CCC has been issued. These are the example form of CCC coming from architects, quantity surveyor, and other consultants, including landscape architects form. So final G21 is for landscape architects to fill.
After the submission of the certificates to the project is handed over to the client. First, this process involves client and the consultant. It is 100% responsibility on client. This process is where the consultant hand over the finished project to the client. All the responsibility of the site will be fully taken care by the client and not by the consultant anymore. Moving on to the next process, which is the close contract. The close contract involves the consultant and client to complete the project. This is where the project is fully complete in whose term constitute the entire agreement between both party and no clause or provision that can be changed or modified without mutual consent. Last one is the conclusion. We would like to take this opportunity to give a big appreciation to Mr. Mahadi for giving us the opportunity to interview him related to the scope of work and for sparing us some time to give the knowledge of the landscape architecture despite his occupied schedule of work. We have learned a lot throughout the process of interviewing from the start until the end of the project. Nevertheless, it has taught us to work smart, precise, and be responsible in conducting our work as a landscape architect.
Thank you.
Thank you.